Lazy Susan spin around, topics lifting off the ground. Movies, music, games, and TV. Stay tuned and you will see.
What's up, everybody? Hello and welcome back to the Lazy Susan podcast. My name is Derek. I'm here with my brothers Adam and Todd. We're here to rotate through conversations about movies, TV shows, music, anything and everything to keep you guys knowing how we feeling about all the stuff that we're consuming. How you guys doing?
Good.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
I also am doing well.
Fan-freaking-tastic. Adam, what have you been playing lately?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
I only say that because I know you're not watching anything.
No,
True.
Mm-hmm.
I have been preoccupied on
You
several.
got quite the
games.
backlog of things to watch, and instead you're replaying a
Living my-
game you played before, playing a dead game, and bragging, and not bragging, but like overhyping a new game. That's
It's not
all.
overhyping. The
doing.
game is absolutely smashing it.
Smashing.
Smashing, Marianne. What a woman. Anyway, that's how I feel about that game. That game, what a woman. No, but for real, we'll talk about it a little bit later. But Expedition 33, I keep on like, I'm like withholding like a number, but I'm like thinking, I'm like, dude, I don't know. I have a for sure number I'll give like later or whatever.
Like for a ranking?
Yeah. And I have like reasonings. I don't want to get too much into it, but the game is an absolute masterpiece, and it's ever like literally people. I think majority of people are acknowledging that and agreeing with that, and it really sucks that I know turn-based isn't up everyone's alley, but this is such a phenomenal story that people are missing out on. I am happy that they did go the route like off rip to announce that it's getting like a movie or TV series or whatever it's going on with it. So I'm happy people will still be able to consume that story because the story is very compelling. Leaves you like, I wouldn't say empty, but that story sticks with you. Like even after beating the game, I'm still thinking about that ending and like if I was in that scenario, things I would do. And like I want to ask that question to you guys, but obviously you guys don't want to spoil it. And I want to have this conversation with so many people that haven't beaten the game yet. So they'll get there eventually, and we can all have this conversation because I think once more people catch up to beating that game, that conversation will start to open up, and a lot of people will have like either agreeing or disagreeing with certain ways of things were handled. But other than that, it's killing it. I did finish it. I finished the hardest boss in the game, all without using the stand-all build, because there was a certain build, or not build, but a move from one of the characters that absolutely is like, it's actually broken. Like the devs have even acknowledged it, like, hey, we normally wouldn't want to do this to single player game of like tweaking anything, but it is actually broken. It's not doing what it was meant to do. So we will go in there and actually make it do what it's supposed to do. Hopefully nobody gets upset by that. They're like, feel free. There's a million other ways to break the game and have like crazy outrageous numbers, which is true. The way they incorporated the abilities in that game is insane. Like the amount of builds you can have. It does lead me to one of my issues with the game is that there's no loadouts. If I could save so many builds loadouts, I'd be like, all right, this is a build I have to try this out. This is a build I have to try that out. Because now I'm set to, fuck, I need to rework this. Oh shit, which one did they have? Which skill did they have on them? So I'm left kind of like, damn, I needed to put more something here or there. I forgot what was on this person or character, because there's like all weapons that change everything, the pictos, which are the abilities to just change absolutely everything. There's so much room for it, and there's like hundreds of these skills and abilities, so it's like really crazy. But game's phenomenal. Very proud of it, very happy with it. I was playing on the hardest difficulty, and those boss fights just felt so rewarding when I finally figured it out, no matter how many times I died, which I did die a lot of times to a lot of these different bosses. Todd even got to see me die many times to one of the bosses, and I was very proud when I figured it out. I had the right build to go at him at the end, and it felt so great. It was a great way to it's very rewarding when you have that click with you. You're like, all right, if I have this person doing this, and the builds, like I said, build variety is just insane. But I'll stop glazing it for now. I'll save that for another time or another video. Maybe I've been debating on actually mulling over on my own account on YouTube to post a video, just a whole review on the game. And I do plan on pulling the trigger on that. So I do got to get that going.
Oh yeah.
Sooner rather than later. But aside from that, yes, I'm still playing Oblivion. Absolutely loving being in that world. Remastered it. They did a phenomenal job with the remaster. And yeah, I'm just having a lot of fun with that. Still been going back to that. I finished off the Dark Brotherhood quest. I'm currently in the middle of doing the Mages Guild. And then I'm still playing Monster Hunter, which has had their they just finished their spring event. So the spring event's no longer there. But the Arc Tempered Raidao fight. And they introduced that, but then they just introduced the challenge mode for it. So there's a free challenge mode, which is you go in with your own loadout and you just have 3 times to beat to get either rank A, B, or C. I haven't gotten A yet. You have to beat it within 13 minutes. So
damn.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough, but that's another game making me think of different builds. I have currently an idea of how I want to go about it. I just have to log on and actually switch up the armor pieces I'm rocking because the closest I got was 15 minutes.
Okay. Hell yeah, man.
Great challenge, and it's very rewarding. I'm excited for the future content. Someone leaked something, I don't know how true it is, but the scarf that everybody's been wanting. It's like I forgot what it's called exactly, but it's like an anime scarf because it's like a big scarf that just levitates and floats the whole time.
Yeah.
So, that is going to be an event quest, and they did announce that. It's just no one knew what day it was, and someone was saying, I think they said the 28th of May, which is at the end of the month. So I'm excited for that. If that is true, if it does come out, I think most people are really excited for that cosmetic, and hopefully, I think they said they will be announcing soon when their next update is on all the next drip feeding content's coming through and what it is and all that. So it'll be more of the summer stuff.
Cool.
Looking forward to that. That's pretty much all I got it for this whole week. I've just been in the worlds of those games heavily. And Ark. I did jump back into Ark. Me and Russell did run a cave together. Accidentally killed him. That was bogus. I thought friendly fire was off. He handed me a pike. He's like, here, use this. I'm blind firing, hitting all these insects. He's like, well, how did I die? And I saw it said I killed him. I was like, oh no. And it was absolutely panic to get back in there because you need to wear a gas mask in that cave. So we had to quickly hurry, build another gas mask while trying to get there within 30 minutes before our bodies' inventories disappeared. Hectic and crazy. Had a
messed up
head, and yeah, we kind of went in there underprepared. So, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Cool. What about you, Todd? Oh, I'm glad you got the artifact. What about you, Todd? What you been doing this week?
Literally nothing, dog.
Ooh.
IRL stuff is just
but you got bigger news and whatnot for yourself.
Really?
I mean, you could share it, but
I mean, not really. That's all it is. We're trying to move, so
Todd's gonna have a different background. Ooh.
Yeah. That's the new news, but yeah, so I haven't had time to play anything. I was just talking to Roman about that. I haven't been playing anything. Anytime I get on, I'm just playing a couple quick games of Marvel Rivals. That's it.
Fair enough.
And it's maybe 2 or 3. I'm falling behind. I should already have the battle pass done, but I haven't been able to. I'm on the last page.
But you're pretty far in there though.
I've been on the last page for what feels like the last week. I just haven't been able to get on and finish all my missions. So
fair enough.
Yeah, I get on and play a couple missions here and there, but IRL stuff just been busy. So very, very uneventful week, honestly.
In our league with Nick, you and I play soon, but he's got to play his game and advance the league. He'd be taking too long.
Yeah.
Call him out.
I will. I'm gonna hit him up tomorrow.
No,
when are you gonna
play
your
game?
game?
You son of a bitch.
Nick, what are you doing, man? Go play your game.
There you go.
Douche.
We know he's watching. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
His dreams.
He's sleeping right now.
Well past his bedtime.
Oh yeah. So that's what's up, man.
Honestly, not much.
Right on, right on.
What about you, Dirk?
So I am on record on this show openly bashing the shit out of Baldur's Gate. I like Baldur's Gate, but I was bashing the turn-based system, and I was like, this is just dumb. It's a stupid way to play a video game, and people that like it are. I didn't say they were dumb, but you know, I don't understand. I never understood it. I never understood liking turn-based games, but for some reason, something hit me last week. I woke up and I was like, I want to play Baldur's Gate. I wanted to get into a fight and be able to control all 4 people and see how I would handle it myself, as opposed to playing with any of you guys where you're choosing what to do with your own player. And I've been obsessed with it. That's all I've been doing all week. I've watched a couple things with Haley during the weekend, but all I've been doing is playing Baldur's Gate.
We caught this man in the Krabby Patty vault.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been great.
Careful,
I don't know if I want to
Your
play other
thighs will
turn-based games.
explode.
Yeah. Well, see, I watched the gameplay for that game, Expedition 33. It doesn't look like something I want to play. I don't know, but I want to finish Baldur's Gate before I pick up anything else. I'll play my Madden when I have to play that, or if I'm on with other people in Discord and they're trying to play a game together or something. That's fine. But when I'm on my own, just want to play Baldur's Gate. I want to get through the game. I am in the Underdark almost to Act 2 on my own, so that's been cool. I'm not doing anything fucking wild or crazy. I didn't kill those dark gnomes or whatever, those deep gnomes, whatever they're called.
Yeah. In the Underdark.
Yeah, you play the game however you want to play it.
That's the beauty.
Billy doesn't like it. Billy's a hater on how I play that game.
Yeah, why are you making the decisions you're making?
Yeah, it's funny sometimes. Sometimes I do it on purpose just for Billy, because I'll just like let someone die and he's like, what? Why? Like now he's just like, I gotta see it coming at this point.
Yeah.
He gets so upset.
He's growing heartless towards it. That's just a Derek decision.
And that's what it's become. It's just a Derek decision.
Right on. Do you want to jump into the gaming news?
How do they do it?
Yeah.
Or well, wait, we can do movies. We have more like a few topics in movies and TV. Sorry, I didn't see that's where we started.
Oh, that's fine.
Did you want to talk briefly about that at all? The movie? I mean, I don't think any of us seen it, but
No. If anyone in the comments has seen Thunderbolts, don't give us any spoilers, but let us know if it was any good. I'm hearing good things about it.
all right, we could just skip past it. But I did hear that the big reveal, at least they showed it everywhere, was like it was a key. Thunderbolts was basically the holder name, the placeholder name.
Oh, for New Avengers.
New Avengers, yeah. But yeah, that was like the big thing.
Cool.
Briefly, did you want to go in depth on the TV one? I don't know if you guys have anything else to add as far as TV shows go, but the only thing I had.
The only thing I'm watching, neither of you will watch, so there's no point in talking about it.
Okay, that's fair. Fallout wrapped up filming. So the Fallout TV show. Kind of, still kind of holding like my reserve, like we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, I'm still hoping for like a good turnaround. There were a lot of like minor, well, I wouldn't say minor. There were some things I had issues with, but overall,
that's me with the live action One Piece. Like I'm gonna watch it. I'm looking forward to watching it, but I have my reservations. We'll see how it is. Yeah. I don't have faith that it's gonna be.
Fallout was phenomenal.
Fallout was
so was One Piece. He's just saying he's holding out.
It was good. It was good. It was fun. But there was like some things I was like didn't quite sit well with me with watching it went out. It's mainly the characters. The characters just it felt.
The guy sucks. We know.
Yeah. But he was such a main person, and it was like, yeah,
he's not the ghoul.
He ain't the ghoul. Was cool.
All right,
plain and simple. Very cool.
Some people are just meant to suck.
Okay, no. You can have decent character development with shitty characters,
Well, I guess we can all discuss that when season 2 comes out.
All right, so yeah, let's. Blah, blah, blah. All right, let's get into video games. We'll go get into why we're here. Yeah. The hell?
I don't know why it just fucking hit me, but the transition sound, I don't know where you got it from.
But
it sounds like something from Seen It.
It's actually a multitude of different sounds all at once. But hey, that
Interesting.
works for me.
Yeah, it sounds like
Now that you say that, I can see it on a Seen It thing.
it's like the sound you get as you're reading what it is right before like the clip
Mhm.
plays or
Right
something.
before- yeah.
I dig it.
Yeah.
That works.
I missed
Yeah,
that.
no,
game.
it was like, I think when I made that, it was like probably like 4 or 5 different sounds all playing at once.
Oh, it's delayed. Yeah, it's going to be a little delayed.
Oh,
Sorry. Adam.
oh, that's why she was laughing.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't make a funny. I'm joking. Who's she laughing at? No. Anyway, all right. So jumping into it, I know you guys. I'm so tired of hearing it, but anyway. Expedition 33, all right, really quick. Just wanted to give it more flowers, glaze it some more because it deserves it. But they sold 2 million copies while the game's on Game Pass. Sorry. Yeah, 2 million copies while it's on Game Pass is absolutely huge for indie, like our first kickoff title for a development team is insane. 2 million copies sold, insane. Their songs are on the Billboard 100, and for the classical Billboard 100, it's #1. Their soundtrack is absolutely smashing it out there.
I don't think that's really hard to do.
Okay.
Who's
You
listening
do
to
it,
that?
Derek. You do.
Who's listening to that music? I mean, really.
Okay, the songs are dope.
I'm
and
just
the song
Adam, chill.
No, I will not chill.
Not my
By the 9. For those who come after. Those are the people listening, okay?
Go home, brother.
But that's some of the main highlights I want to talk about the game. I can totally see the game continuously skyrocket, go insane. It's already got the movie, TV show, whatever deal going on top of it all. The story's insane. I'm so excited for more people to hear it, or hear and see it, blah, blah, blah. But yes, game, give it its damn flowers. You got to at least try it. I know Todd, he knows one of the spoilers, but the way the story goes forward from there is insane. And I think he needs to play it because I think he'd have a good time with it. And Derek, say a little, maybe test it out, maybe later in your future. We'll see. Who knows? I think it was one of the coolest twists. People try to downplay like, oh, the other games have been doing these things for a long time. It's like not to the extent that Expedition 33 has done. Not the actual parrying and dodge. I do know that. There would be examples. The only closest example people have is Lost Odyssey, and that's literally where they pulled inspiration from. And the only thing they pulled inspiration from is when you get to like hit a quick time event to make your move hit more damage. It's not like
Did you play that game?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I know of the game, and there would be.
I was just asking a question.
I'm getting pissed at that. Why'd you get mad at that?
Was that a mad face? Was it more of a confused? He's pressing me over here. You're gonna say he's not?
It was a genuine
question.
I just asked if you played it.
Fuck out of you, though.
That was insane.
Okay, all right, yeah. There was no malicious intent behind it.
There wasn't. All I asked was if you played that game. Look at him. He's so defensive.
Look at him. Look at him, dude. This is insane. Y'all gaslighting me. Y'all gaslighting. You're pressing me and being like, "Why are you freaking out? It's no big deal, pussy." That was a genuine pussy. Okay.
That's crazy.
Out of here.
Oh man, that's crazy.
I know my brother to be trifling when he is.
Oh my god.
Anyway, y'all are just mad because it's a great game and it's phenomenal.
I'm not mad. I have said zero. I have said zilch. I'm letting you blaze
Your
it.
silence speaks volumes.
Because I haven't played the game.
Okay,
I'm sure it's
you
great.
Try it, and you were like, "Todd, you should play it. It's really good." And he's like, "This is my time to be silent right now." Good idea.
But
Todd.
see,
you were talking. I didn't want to interrupt.
I addressed you, you bastard.
And if I play that game, Derek shuns me.
no, I don't.
Yeah,
he
shuns
does.
us regardless.
I don't.
He said if I choose to play anything else over what he wants me to play, he will no longer acknowledge me.
Oh, he sent it in a private message.
Yes.
Yeah. I said it. No, I'm not saying any of that. You know what's funny though is I was pushing you to play this fucking game. He's like, I think you like it. You gotta play. And it's like, yeah, the same. It's just.
It's not.
Critical.
I don't think the gamer company you're talking about would put their game out on sale right away and sell a game for $50 and be a genuine.
I don't care about that.
Yeah, we do though.
I'm just saying, just play the game.
We do. and support a shitty company.
Yep. You want to know how many shitty companies you support with everything in your house that you own?
What?
Anything and everything, man.
Give me
There's
an example.
always a shitty company. There's just all fucking companies are shitty companies.
No, I literally go out of my way not to be trusting any shitty company. Okay.
Okay.
He's gonna go in my house next time.
Oh yeah. Yep. Oh yeah. We're taking.
Here's
those,
my
we're gonna bring it
evidence.
up. Look at all
that,
the
that
shitty
was gifted to
companies
me.
he supports.
That was gifted to me.
Look at
That
all
was
the
gifted to
shitty
me.
companies he supports.
That was gifted to me.
Yep, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. It's okay. You're right. It's
No.
not hypocritical.
And
You
it's more
keep
or less
begging
my
people to
stance
play a
on
game.
gaming. Gaming is
Yeah.
such a huge point in my life,
Yeah,
and I make
sure.
it a stand.
I already conceded.
Words.
You're right.
Crazy. All right, but aside from Expedition 33, we have a game that I don't really know anything about, except for every time I see video footage of it and people playing it, it looks super underwhelming. And that would be
Which one?
Death Stranding 2.
I
I don't know
played
if
it.
you never played
That's
the first
crazy.
one.
I want to play the first one.
You want to?
Yeah.
Dude, there's nothing ever shown
That's the
to
one
me
with the fucking
that
things
goes,
on their back and they keep on running.
and they're
like,
walking. It's a
they're
walking simulator, is from what I've seen. It's like you're going
Walking
from.
simulator.
It's what it is. Is it not?
I don't know. I never
Every
played
time
it.
I see people play it or whatever, that's all it is. And they're like, "Oh, you can stumble sometimes and press X to not fall on the ground." It's like,
Yeah, you don't want to stumble and
What?
fall and lose all of your resources.
what is going on? What is this? This is
That means all your walking is for nothing.
But there's there's like, I don't know. That's trippy to me. Just walking in the environment, it's not. I mean, whatever. It's not the game for me. This newest one at least looks like it has more action in it. But even the action I've seen, I'm just like, it looks okay. And it doesn't look anything like crazy. I don't look blown away by any of this.
I mean, I'm there with you. Nothing from that game ever made me want to jump at it.
And then what was that? The 30-minute cutscene at the end or some shit like that
Fire.
with Death Stranding.
Oh yeah, that's what they said. Yeah, it's like
it's like
whole
multiple
cutscene.
different, long cutscenes that make up
Yeah.
for like, it's
Fire.
He's trolling.
I'm not trolling. That's
Yeah.
Hideo Kojima. Have you ever played a fucking Metal Gear Solid game? No.
Okay,
Those are some of the best cutscenes in all of fucking
that's
gaming.
fair, but at least
And
it's like
they're long as fuck.
warranted because the gameplay
They're
I've
long
seen
as
from
fuck.
Metal Gear Solid looks absolutely worth it. You can tell me boring walking and then cool
Oh shit, this
cutscene.
game's on sale right now. 50%
What?
off.
Death Stranding for one?
Yeah.
How much is it with 50% off?
Director's cut upgrade. I don't know if it's $5 or $20.
It's crazy.
He's a fan. All right. He'll get Death Stranding 1 and 2. Maybe I'll watch him while he's playing it and just be underwhelmed, or maybe I might be blown away. I really
Be
feel like it'd be a
underwhelmed.
small.
It says upgrade is $5, so I think the full game is actually $20.
Oh yeah, they do that. That's how I got the Last of Us 2 remaster for the PS5 because it didn't come out on the PS5. But to get the upgrade, it was $5 instead of buying the game again.
I watched Donkey's video on Death Stranding, and he was talking about how Kojima was like, it's the first Stranding type game out there, but you're just walking from point A to point B. He's like, so that technically means Mario is the first Stranding game out there. I'd rather watch Mario. It's platforming.
Yeah, shit's fire. Adding it to the fucking wish list.
Add it to the wish list.
All right.
All right.
Watch.
So the next.
Oh no, he's on his wish list right next to watching paint dry simulator.
You're so dumb.
I'm just joking. All right. I'm done
All
being a
right,
hater
so
for that.
next we got Elden Ring.
Yeah,
bonus.
so apparently, to really draw on people to Nintendo Switch 2, they're really in bed with From Software. They got a Elden Ring edition that's coming to the Switch 2 with
It's gonna have
exclusive.
exclusive.
It's got like 2
content.
exclusive classes, which I really don't care about. Classes never really
Not
matter in that
really,
game. You're picking a class and then you're making a class however you want within the first like 10 levels. So it's
Mhm.
ends up being whatever you want. Maybe the cosmetic appearances of these classes could be cool. I'm kind of curious, is it going to be like, hey, you can play as Link or you can play as Ganondorf, you know, or something like that. And then they're supposed to get like some other bonus content in the game, and people are like, oh, I need to get a Switch 2 now. I don't know if I've heard anybody say that, but I feel like that's what they're trying to do.
That's what they're hoping for. Yeah.
Right. I would just rather wait for that and maybe see if something comes of it. I don't know. I'm not really moved to get a Switch 2 by the From Software bonus content on Elden Ring, or just the that new game that's coming out there too. I'm just like,
I'm content with my Switch.
The first one, yeah, right.
Yeah. I don't need a new one.
I'm still, unless they really show something that really makes this blown out of the water, like different than the first Switch. I really don't see the point. I think they're kind of panicking by doing all these moves with From Software. They're like, oh, Game of the Year winner, and they got, everybody loves them.
You think it's panicking?
I think so. What else do they have? They don't really have.
I don't think it's panicking.
I don't think they have a big title. I think they don't have.
I think they're trying to show that you can play it on the Switch, because that was a whole thing with the other one.
Sure, there's like graphically impressive games that you could do that with. More like graphically impressive game.
But Elden Ring is so massive.
The size,
but regardless, even aside from the size, it's just renowned as a game that people want to play.
Yeah, I mean, look how much we talked about it.
Right. So I think it's a move, because they're doing all these moves with From Software to get all this exclusive stuff. So I think it's a more of a move. Kind of, I got to panic because they don't have a IP that's really pushing this new system forward.
Man. I don't know.
The newest Pokemon game is not even like a new. It's one of those like spin-off newer games.
I think they're putting a lot of hope in the new Mario Kart too.
I don't see a Mario Kart pushing I don't see Metroid or Mario Kart really pushing the envelope for Nintendo here.
No, but like once it comes out, after it's out, maybe we'll get a new Mario thing.
I'm willing to be blown away.
The thing is, we just got new Mario and Zelda games.
Right, but I mean, at the same time, like people would still. I don't know. They picked a weird time to do a console that's not really pushing anything or imaginative at all. I don't know. I would like to think it's not going to do well, but I know people tend to buy.
You want to think that it's going to be bad?
Yeah, I don't want
it. That is a mission failure on everyone.
I know why.
But Nintendo actually deserves it.
Why?
Because the way they go about everything, the way they go about suing everybody for the lowest, littlest things, the way they handle business, but they're like one of the shittier companies that do it. Especially when it comes to Pal World. I was going to bring that up with Pokemon.
Bring it up right now.
Yeah. They're doing them so dirty.
We're talking about Switch. You might as well be talking about all.
Okay, sure. We'll check it out. Pal World's going through the shitter right now. They're in the litigations with Pokemon and Nintendo right now. And within these litigations, they had to put updates of compromises during this process. I guess one of the first updates that came to after when this whole thing came to light with this lawsuit was they took away the ability to throw the sphere thing to bring out your Pokemon. Now Pal. So they boot up right next to them.
That's why they don't like it.
Okay, whatever.
That's why they don't like it though.
But that's not why they're going after them. They're going after them for patents that they patented after the game already came out. It's very shitty.
Yeah,
it's very shitty. It's literally saying, all right, my competition made something really cool. I'm going to patent that thing right now and then go after them legally or try to go after them legally. It's very shady. I really hope they don't succeed. The way they're handling that whole thing is really bogus. So they had to take that away. And they just announced today, they're like, hey, we're really sorry we got to do this, but because we're in litigation still and it's really shitty for us, there's another compromise update we have to do. We have to take away the ability to glide on your Pokemon or pals. Glide on the pals, because you can glide on Pokemon in the other Pokemon games. And that's, I guess, another patent they're going for. And now you have a glider and your pal boost the pals that you would normally be able to glide on boost the stats for you on your glider. So it's all these compromises they're having to double back on while still trying to pursue this fight against Pokemon and Nintendo. Very shady, very shitty. They're the other thing is they're pushing the $80 narrative as well. Them and Microsoft, for shame, especially in this gaming sphere. Games are showing that they can do more with less and charge less.
I'm confused by this one. EA says there's no plans for $80.
Yeah,
rates,
surprising.
Right?
We'll go back to that.
Okay, but you just said Microsoft is pushing for it. So if EA says Madden is not going to be 80,
it won't be.
Xbox can still say it'll still only be 70.
I think it's going to be their exclusive titles. Their IPs.
Okay.
and
So like
anybody else
Call of
wants.
Duty and shit like that will probably
Right.
be
Right.
okay. All right.
So it's just Nintendo pushing the $80 narrative. They're doing all this other shady stuff on top of it. I feel like they're backhandedly just how they handle business. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm Nintendo fatigued with dealing with all this stuff. I always hear about the worst ways they come after people for the smallest things when they could be doing so much more and making so much money easily, but they refuse to do those things. But they make it way harder for people to get their older title games instead of making it more easily accessible. And
That's my biggest gripe.
I'm just done. I hope so. All these things adding up, I just hope that Nintendo fails. They don't deserve with the way they've been handling business lately. They don't deserve success from the Nintendo Switch 2. I don't think it will sell as good as any of their other platforms,
It's fair.
but if it does, I'm just gonna be like, dude, this is basically my gripe with all sports fans who play games. So they all just keep on lapping it up. No offense, Derek, but it's what it is. It is what it is.
Why just me? Todd does it too.
Yeah, at least he has said the fact that if they went to 80, he wouldn't, and you said you would. So I mean, at least he's has like somewhat of a line. But like Nintendo fans, Dylan was talking to Dylan. He's Nintendo to like crazy. Everything Nintendo. He's already like, yeah, I'm gonna be getting the Switch too. I'm like, dude, all right, have fun. You know, like.
But if they like it, well, then who cares?
Okay. Right, but that's one of the things I struggle
Todd,
with.
you're muted.
I just don't see. I am in the boat with Adam of not seeing the reason to get it, but that I'm not wishing it to fail because of that. Like, there are plenty of children who don't give a flying fuck about any of the shit that you're talking about, that just want to play Mario, and that's their access to it.
Right.
I get that, but it's just like as an adult going into this whole ecosphere, we see like there's people like leading the charge on shitty ways of approaching anything. So this is one of those companies. If there was ever like a moment where people were having a movie moment of somebody standing up to the evil, you know, this would be one of the moments where people could rally to something and be like, all right, well, then I won't get it because they're the way they're handling business and bullying smaller companies just because
I do agree with that being bullshit. The fact all of the nasty shit that they're doing with Pal World is insane. And I hope that Pal World ends up winning whatever the fuck they can when it comes to that, because Pokemon has been lazy for fucking years.
All the games we played that we were like, oh yeah, that's really challenging the status quo and like really like putting the pressure on these games that have been slacking. Marvel Rivals to Overwatch to Path of Exiles to Diablo 4 and all that stuff. Like really putting the pressure on them, and Nintendo finally gets something that puts the pressure on them. What do? Oh, we're just going to sue them. And then because they're suing them and they're in litigations, it's like they're purposely went for like this amount of money, which at first we were like, that's kind of low for some reason. I feels like it's all coming full circle. They're constantly bringing up things. They're just prolonging it. And is if they can prolong it for like years, that's years of Pal World not being able to add any content to their game.
Right.
Like, because then Nintendo's just going to go for it. It's a very shitty tactic, and I hate it. I hate seeing stuff like that. This is where
they can definitely wait him out if that's the case. Like,
literally, that's what I think. I think that's the route they're going, unfortunately, and I think it's really messed up. I think it's really bogus. This would be, like I said, I could own a bunch of shitty things with a bunch of other things, but when it comes to gaming, it's something like I absolutely love and adore.
I know. I was just giving you shit.
This is where I would put my foot down. I don't want to get a Nintendo Switch 2. I don't want to get on purpose. Even if I was like, damn, the game looks fun. Out of principle, I'd be like, I just can't. That is what they're doing.
$600 for the new Mario game. That's the way I'm looking at it.
True.
I can't pay $600 for the new Mario game. I can't pay $600 for the new Zelda game. Like, no way.
Mm-hmm.
And ultimately, that's basically what it would be. But man,
the reason to get a new console is never just for one video game, you know.
Right.
For Nintendo, it kind of is.
No, but I'm saying like morally for anyone else, like that's not like why you should get another console just because you want to play that one game.
I hope that they don't have enough people interested in what they're trying to wave at right now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I would hope for their downfall. I don't like necessarily want them to be completely kaput, but I want them just to feel, I want them to have pressure, I guess, is what I'm saying. If they can get pressure where they actually kind of change things up or maybe not pursue Pal World in the nasty way they're doing right now, maybe go about it in a more decent way, or just be like, all right, you know what? Maybe we'll start challenging Pal World by making a decent Pokemon game. it was funny because they posted up in this newest Pokemon game coming up, was Legends Z and A or A to Z or whatever. They showed that you can now attack trainers before they see you in their line of sight and they start the battle, where you would get initiative. And I went to the comments and they were like, "Oh, I can't wait for you guys to fucking patent this one, bastards." Like, that's right. Like, and like a lot of the comments were just like, "You're dirty as hell for like patenting," and a bunch of patent jokes. And I was like, "It's true though. Like, who knows? Maybe they might be like, oh, that's our thing now, and we're gonna come after every game that does that." And it's like,
that is really
such a backwards way of doing things. And I would be pissed if it ended up working out for them, because that just makes no sense.
Right.
But then it comes to what laws in Japan versus, you know, America and all that stuff. So shitty. I just can't. Nintendo's
shitty bang bang.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just done with Nintendo right now. As of right now, I really hope that they can kind of spin things around to have like win some of the public's favor. But they're still gonna have Nintendo fanboys and people who are just gonna play it, kids who would just enjoy it. I just hope that it does it underwhelming, just so they get that pressure and maybe change things up positively for everyone else. That's my end rant for Nintendo and their shitty stuff. I'm not moved to get Elden Ring on Nintendo, no matter how much stuff they add. It's like that reaction channel. I don't know what reaction channel you're referring to. Trying to copyright Oh yeah, that's right. Wasn't that the I mean, a lot of people kind of do that. That's how Rob Dyrdek got his shit. He was copywriting people's videos after they sent it to him or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah, the reaction channel, they were trying to copyright or patent, like they were the only ones that could do that.
Yeah, it was just called the reaction channel, right?
Yeah.
They were like, yeah,
But
you had to like pay them money or something.
We're the
like
only ones that can do reactions.
Yeah, that was crazy.
The hell out of here.
They knew how big it was going to be.
And it's just now we have Nintendo, who has a crazy load of money and resources, kind of bully people doing that stuff now, which is bogus. But yeah, the other thing was EA did make a statement that they do not plan to make to go the $80 games yet, which is actually surprising.
If there's a company that does not deserve to put games at $80 a fucking game, it's EA.
It's definitely EA. Which
well, they don't need to, because there's nothing new going into their game.
Right. They're making like we just put out the same thing.
Exactly. They're like, we can just literally keep printing money
copy and pasting,
year.
right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no point.
True that.
Bastards.
Yep. So that's basically on that part of the gaming sphere, until you get to what we're one of our little segments I wanted to do for us today was GTA6 came out and said that they are postponing the game's release till next year, but they at least gave us an actual date of May 26, 2026. Crazy. Well, at first I was still like, we're just assuming the whole PC thing, but they really just only showed Xbox and PlayStations at the end of the trailer. So maybe it still might just only be Xbox, PlayStation. If it is, I don't care how good the game is. I will withstand it until it comes out on PC. I'm not going to be getting the game on a different console.
If you have the PC that can run it, yeah. I mean, I know you do. I'm just saying for like everyone else.
True.
Because that for sure is going to be a game where you're going to need.
I'm not necessarily mad at the
hardware.
This isn't a game I've been jonesing for the craziest, so I'm not necessarily mad at the postponing it to a year.
Yeah, I don't understand why people are so like up in arms about it.
People have been like,
I know it's been a long time, but are you really like itching that bad to play a video game?
Some people are.
I get being excited, but like mad when it gets postponed.
If it's getting postponed just because the PC release, I'd actually be cool, like really cool with that. Like, all right, that actually makes sense. You would want to. I just don't see it being that positive on releasing it separate. But it's Rockstar; they can technically do whatever they want, which is unfortunate.
I haven't played every single Rockstar game, but every single Rockstar game I have played has been amazing and awesome. They've never let me down. So
at least the base game, right?
The base game.
Yeah.
And the online for GTA anyway.
Right.
That was fun. So yeah, no, I have faith in them. Up until they give me a reason not to, and I hope it's not this game. Because it looks great.
It looks insane.
That little trailer was
true. I'll give it its
crazy.
props. It looks great, but at the same time, like what I thought was dirty was like, dude, if you're technically a year out, you definitely have gameplay you could have shown us. I feel like that would have been a nicer thing to do. Like, hey, postpone for another year. Here's 30
Did you not
seconds.
see?
I'm talking about like your HUD and everything.
Yeah, you got that.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
What do you?
Yeah, and you did. They said more than 50% of that trailer was gameplay.
Oh, they came out and said that?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes. So it's like that's like the example that they gave was when you're watching the TV, that is just in the game. First person mode in the game.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking
gameplay.
about that.
He wants
to see
that's
you driving down and
gaslighting
shooting
gameplay.
shit,
Like, look, this is you doing
running around with
and then they're
game
talking
bullshit.
about real-time events of like
give me a little clip of him walking around and then
interacting
with something. It doesn't even have to be him going off the rails. Getting into a fucking car, walking up to a car and getting in.
I agree with that.
Plain and simple.
But I am even more impressed with this game knowing what Todd just said, because that's crazy. I didn't know that.
What was it?
The fact that was like in game, like you're just sitting around watching.
I
Like,
assumed that like most of the stuff was like
you
not
assume that?
cinematic.
That's the point that I'm making is like when you're
cinematics.
watching the clip of them running from the helicopter and whatnot, GTA has that cinematic camera view to where it takes out all of the HUD and you see it from far away. That's still gameplay. That is still gameplay.
That's not
what are you talking about?
That's not like hey, sorry, we're postponing a year, so at least here's like a snippet.
He just wanted more.
No, here's 15 minutes of straight gameplay.
No, I didn't even say 15. Give us just a HUD. Like, what's the problem with that? Give me just a little, like, just the mini map and how it looks.
But okay,
what's the fault with that?
Do you get a HUD in most trailers?
No, I'm not saying I'm arguing against them being a trailer and maybe just like a 30, or maybe with this trailer drop a 30-second clip of just actual gameplay with the HUD. I don't know.
I feel like the trailer was enough for me.
I think the trailer was great, especially
you guys will eat up anything. So I mean,
with them having the announcement of
that's what I'm talking about. So you people disagree with you, and then you like come at them sideways. I didn't attack you at all. All I said was it was enough for me. I enjoyed it, and you have to fucking get all upset about it just because someone doesn't agree with you. It's crazy.
Fine. It's fine.
Is it?
It's fine.
It was more so for you.
That was more so targeted towards Todd because he came out some more aggressive. Like, they did give you gameplay.
They did. They did just because it wasn't good enough for you.
It wasn't actual gameplay. It was a cinematic. It was still cinematic. It was still even using a cinematic camera.
Gameplay. That's what GTA is about.
All right.
Sorry.
All right.
Like some things are just black and white.
That's not what GTA is about. Get the fuck out of here. The cinematic cameras, what GTA is about.
No, the cinematic experience. And playing GTA in general is like watching a fucking movie that you're controlling.
GTA is the immersion. Immersion.
Yes.
Yes. Not cinematic.
Being immersed in a cinematic experience.
Being immersed into a game. Being immersed into a scenario. It doesn't have to be cinematic. It's just the
GTA, even on fucking PS2, is a cinematic experience.
Get the fuck out of here. Okay. All right. Sure. But anyway, well,
I'm just saying, you have some of the greatest character development and betrayal within all of the stories of all of this.
Sure.
Like it's a cinematic experience. I don't know what else you're looking for there.
Okay.
You get immersed into something that is a cinematic. Yeah,
you're
we're
right.
both on the same page.
Want to be in the cinematic? Yeah, sure. But they could do a little more with the immersion. At least the showing the gameplay of it.
That you want them to break the immersion. Adding HUD breaks immersion. You want them to put in all this stuff that's like, hey, here's your fucking video game, and they're like, no, this is a beautiful. Okay, this is mastercraft of beauty.
Great. They gave us a salad, and we just got to see the dressing. I wanted to actually see the salad. I wanted to see the meat and bones of this game. I didn't want to see oh, look at the pretty, look how pretty. They just presented it. Give me just a little bit of what it actually is. Give me in there. Give me like just a clip, 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Who cares? Something to just see the meat and potatoes of the game. Don't give me the after everything's processed stuff. Just let players see what it's like for 5 seconds.
Derek.
I didn't like the analogy. I didn't understand that part, but
it makes sense.
It didn't. The
okay, me caveman, want
listen, this is what I'm talking about.
Eat
Look at how aggressive
animal.
you're getting. You need to chill.
Not just to see
Oh,
animal.
man.
Me wanted to have glimpse of red blood coming out of carcass. Me not want to see animal alive walking. We wanted to see what they wanted. We want to see the food we're gonna eat. We don't want to see the outside of it before it.
You said they showed us the salad, but when they showed us the salad, all they showed us was
They showed us
the dressing.
the dressing. Yes.
You just
They
okay,
made it look
whatever. I don't care.
pretty. They
I don't
showed us
care.
the
I don't care.
prettiness of it. They showed us that. Like, give me the gritty stuff. What? How hard is that to understand? Give me the gameplay aspect of the game. You're just giving us
From
what looks
over
nice.
a year out. Why would I want to watch gameplay at a game I can't play for more than a year?
It's something just to grasp. We're seeing the same shit we seen from the last trailer, basically.
No, we got to see a little bit more about the last trailer was just showing stuff in GTA.
To players.
We got the players, we got the characters,
and we got the players here.
Characters. Thank you.
We got the characters here. We got them twice. Like it's just like the same thing. There
we
was literally
saw what they look like, but we got more like dialogue in this.
Sure, we got more of the cinematic aspect. We didn't get anything of the gameplay. The only thing we ever gotten of the gameplay is from leaks.
Okay, and guess what? Didn't look like a finished game. Those leaks. So
because they came out like 3, 4 years ago.
Okay,
Oh,
but
my God.
maybe they just don't feel good enough about it.
All right.
They maybe
God
they
forbid I want fucking 5 seconds of gameplay. God forbid anybody wants 5 seconds of gameplay. We should just
All I'm
accept
saying
the cinematic stuff they gave us.
This is what I'm talking about. You're the
you
people
just didn't
I'm
like the
talking about.
gameplay that
I don't
This
know
is-
why you're mad about this.
I love the gameplay or the cinematic that we saw. That's actually a good point. I wanted a medium rare. I wanted to see the blood, but they just gave us a full on cooked steak. Give me the medium rare. Let me see the blood of it.
Cool analogies. I don't give a fuck about the analogy. Okay, I'm just talking about the trailer. I don't know why you're so mad about it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, Derek, my anger is not to you anymore. It's just to Todd. Todd, the way Todd's talking about it, he's ultimately dismissive about anything I'm bringing up. And it's like, no, I can at least ask for 5 fucking seconds. Okay.
Sure,
of actual gameplay.
You can ask.
And then his
gameplay.
gameplay was just cinematic. I'm saying the actual gameplay. Give me the.
I understand the argument that's happening.
Okay.
I just don't understand why everyone's so upset. It's just the trailer.
Okay,
You don't.
All right. Like I said, God forbid I ask for anything else. That's all I was saying is like, yeah, they gave us a trailer. It looked really good, but could you give us some gameplay? And you guys are like, I don't think they needed it, you fucking piece of shit. It's like, okay,
that's
not
not
what
at
we
all.
said.
All I said was
they
you
did
got gameplay.
They gave
And
you the
you're
gameplay.
like,
That's such a
I
backhanded
want minimap and HUD,
Bruh.
and I want to see this.
So Todd, when you play GTA, I better see you only be playing with a cinematic fucking camera.
Okay.
Yeah, you won't. You
Okay.
literally
Every
won't.
time I'm driving, I'm in that.
No, everything.
Every
Everything.
time.
You know what's weird
Can
about
you use the
Rock-
cinematic camera when you're not in the vehicle, Adams?
Yes.
Adams.
You can use it. You can do that in literally GTA 5, and you can do it in Red Dead 2. So I know you can, because you could do it when you're riding a horse. You could do it when you're walking around. And guess what? The cinematic camera just pans around from a far ass distance, no HUD, and it just keeps on switching on you. So you better play that game like fucking Resident
When I'm in
Evil
my car
2 on the
chases,
no,
goddamn right.
literally everything. Because then you could be like, I'm playing the game. Everything. This is the gameplay. No, you're not. Give me something more tangible. That was not tangible. Okay. That's all I'm saying. So
He wants to see the press start, and then it goes into the loading screen of all the fucking kids. That's what Adam wants.
honestly, though,
That's what he wants.
give me that shit. That would have been more. That would have been more than what they gave us. You know, it would have been a little more zip.
Oh my god.
It's like giving us the Fantastic Four without Mr. Fantastic. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
No, but for real though, like I don't think there was. I think that would be a nicer gesture. But granted, Rockstar's not known for doing any nice gestures.
You know what? It would have been cool.
I think it would have been an absolute idiotic, moronic move for them to show any.
There you
sort
go.
of
See, I
UI.
told you.
Absolutely fucking stupid.
He's out for blood, and you're acting
now
like
I am
crazy.
because of the way you talk about this shit. It's stupid. Why would you want to see
it.
a fucking start screen of gameplay that Derek said, like you said, you're not going to see that shit in a year? Why the fuck do I care about shifting over in tabs and shit like that when I'm not going to be able to do any of that in a year? What the fuck does that do for me?
And excited. Hell yeah, you'd be like, oh shit.
People are talking and excited about beer bubbles on the bottle.
Look at the millions of views.
Isn't that sad? Isn't that fucking sad how people have to talk about fucking beer bottle bubbles and not the fucking look at how he opens
admire that?
Oh,
you don't think it looks good?
Yeah, I said it's good. It's good. You can be happy for that. But look how sad it is because that's all they have to go on. Could you imagine if they had more to go off and they could be like, yo, look how he whipped out his phone and actually scrolled on his social media page and then quickly put it back in his pocket, walked in his car, got in his car. Look how just that would have been so much better. That would have been like such a cool gesture to give the fans, and people could have been talking about, oh, dude, that's gonna be so cool to do this and that. People could got it more in depth. They could have been interacting with their community more.
Maybe
you know what the trailer should have just done? The trailer should have just gave us a 2.5 hour video of why not to play this game.
That's a horrible take. That was even like a piss poor way to attack. That's all you got. No, but for real, all I'm asking is I thought that would be a cooler gesture for sure to get something more tangible. I don't think what we got was tangible. I think what we got was definitely just a little more than last time. A little more of the same.
Okay, it was a little more. I'll give you that. Like, okay, and don't take offense to this. I personally thought it was okay.
Okay.
I didn't need anything more. That's all I've been saying.
Yes, Derek, I understand. It's just your points dogpile onto what Todd was already going at, so that's why I was getting so aggressive. All right. So those aggressives weren't towards you, Derek. You're safe.
I appreciate you agreeing with my take, Derek.
No, I'm pissed at him. No, I'm just... Now you're in the shit here, Derek. Get a listen here. You did you specifically. No. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, I think we know what Adam's gonna have on his to be or not to be in GTA.
Gameplay?
A HUD?
Nope. A HUD?
I mean, I feel like that's just gonna be in there regardless.
I'm just fucking with you.
Speaking of which,
we
can switch to that so we're not on this anymore. We're gonna do a list of things we expect to be our little demands. Nah, it's just expectations on what we think will or will not be in GTA 6 with it being postponed and all the rumors and things that people are talking about. So hold on. I got a nice way to do this.
Mine are more hopes than expectations, I guess.
Derek said these are demands, which was crazy.
Expectations. All
That's
around
cool.
The board for me.
And you know what? I'm excited to hear what you guys expect because I probably agree with all of them.
Boom. Being the wait, what the heck?
Boom. It says boom.
That's the first expectation is boom.
Right on.
5 of them.
What's up?
Big ones.
Yeah, 5. It's actually in the game. You're playing and you just hear it on the radio.
That would be so fun.
5 big booms.
That would be funny as hell.
Like, damn it. All right, let's go.
There you go.
I'm joking. All right, chill.
Mini map.
All right. So feel free, anybody who's watching has understanding of GTA or anything about GTA that you'd like to see or plan not to see in the game. What do you guys think? What's the expectations for GTA 6? Who wants to start out? Derek, you want to give us your list of demands? I'll make sure I emailed this to Rockstar. I'll be like, yo, this is what this Derek guy says.
No, I was thinking that maybe we can all just like take turns doing one each.
Okay.
If you have like a list of something, maybe we could just like all just take turns or whatever. I will let you start it off.
Classic. So with how big it's a huge map, lots of buildings, but they've been working on this game for a long time. Like they've been working on this game for a long time. I want access into every building. Is that too crazy? You think that's something that's possible?
I think that's something that's not going to happen.
I didn't say every floor. I'm just like walking into every building, even if it's just the hotel lobby. You don't have to go to every single room, even though that would be insane. But if you can go to like maybe a couple rooms, maybe not. But if you just walk into every single building, even if it's just going into the lobby and walking out on a surface level, I think that would just be huge.
Okay.
All right.
Fair enough.
I'll pass it on to one of you guys. Then what else?
So then I'll go. Something that I want them to bring back is kind of like what they did with San Andreas, where you can change the way you physically look depending on like your diet or like going to the gym kind of thing.
Okay.
That was a really fun part about San Andreas
Yeah,
that they took out in GTA 4, and I was like, whoa, why can't I do this? Like that was a fun thing to do.
Was it like
had like little mini games and stuff like that. Yeah, customization, yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah,
like I know that they already have like the voice and like the way the person looks, but it's a video game. I can make this person fat or ripped,
make him like
whatever.
CJ, right? Where CJ, depending on if he ate a bunch or hairstyles.
Yeah,
I think that's the direction they are going with this.
I want more customization because in 5 the customization was dope, but it's like, okay, I can pick between 4 different haircuts and that's it,
Yeah, I agree.
And then like my tattoos, it's like, okay, I only get these like this list of tattoos. It's like maybe 5 or 6. I want more options for stuff like that.
Dude, that'd be huge. Like, could you imagine you're like, oh, this is my was it Jason Duval or something like that? What's his name?
The character's name?
Yeah. Like, I want him to just be full on tatted. Like,
like why couldn't he be?
Right?
Why couldn't he be? That would be dope.
I think I agree on that. I think that'd be insane, but cool, because it'd be really cool to actually go and watch people play the game. Be like, holy shit, who is he playing?
Like, your character your version of him looks way different. Yeah,
his Duval looks insane.
Yeah, so
I think it'd also be funny if you could like make them insanely overweight and the cutscenes still play out the same and shit. Like,
doing like crazy.
He's doing a backflip or something.
Fun. Like, why not?
That'd be great. I do think they should go that direction. Absolutely. Because I feel like it wasn't CJ was the last one that was really malleable like that.
Yeah, no,
because god awful GTA 4 was definitely not it. It was a different jacket.
That was the worst customization.
Yeah, that was
in
horrible.
GTA. Yeah, it was just
the world around it was really nice, but man, his customizations were. Oof.
Yeah, the story was cool.
Yeah,
the customization was the worst that I've ever played.
Agreed.
What you got, Todd?
It won't be released until 2028. Dude, that'd be dude. People would actually riot, especially now that they got a date.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be the day it comes out either.
I expect, and I'm just going to start out with the big one, 0 regression. Like you said, character customization. I expect everything that we were able to do in GTA 1, 2, 3, 4, San Andreas, all of that shit, there should be no regression there. All of that shit should be available. So I should be able to put fucking hydraulics on my car if I want, and I should be able to fucking do street racing on the side and all of that stuff. Like, I expect there to be 0 regression. We had a 4 megabyte fucking memory card for a PlayStation 2 disc. These games nowadays are hundreds of gigs. There's no reason I shouldn't have access to doing all of that stuff.
I agree.
I like that. I do agree with that. There should be no comparison video where GTA 4, GTA San Andreas, or GTA 5 have been doing, or from so on and so forth, can do this versus this
better.
Yeah. And like, because people were still doing that with GTA 4 to GTA 5. Like, oh, look at this GTA 4 actually paid attention when you did this versus GTA 5 where it doesn't act the same. I agree. There's especially
I know that's a really big one, but I have the
I agree
fucking
with that
tippy toppest fucking expectation when it comes to this game. And I'm not even a big GTA person, but I expect this game to be generational. I expect it to be
It
Yeah,
has to be.
the
it has to be.
It literally
like
has to
the
be.
biggest thing in gaming. When it comes out, this should be the biggest thing in gaming. That's what I'm expecting of all time. And I'm not a, oh my God, I love Grand Theft Auto. Holy fuck, I can't wait for this. I'm cool with waiting. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
When it comes out, cool, whatever. But when it does come out, I expect it to be the pinnacle of what we expect a digital world to look like.
Because they're the ones that always raise the bar. So if you're the standard for raising the bar when it comes to your video games, I feel like you're going to be, those expectations are naturally going to fall upon you, which is fair, because literally Red Dead still right now might be the greatest outdoor wilderness world that's been built.
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
arguably the nature around you actually lives in the world. Like, you can watch a crocodile hunt a deer, you can watch, all these animals just react different. The people in it just react to all these things is insane. Like, and it looks, still to this day, it looks beautiful. People go to that. People were tricking news stations with screenshots from Red Dead 2. So it's like,
that's gonna be my next thing. Is I'm sorry, I'm kind of just
go ahead. No,
you're good.
Draft order.
You're good.
I expect like the craziest fucking AI interactions ever.
So
you go. In like, I want to be able to shoot someone in their foot and they fucking jump up and start grabbing their foot like,
I've always wanted
shit,
that in games.
what the fuck? Why'd you do that? Or if I shoot them in their ass, they motion back to their ass and like, you shot me in the ass or something like that. Like, I want it to be that fucking accurate as opposed to being like, oh, and then them just kind of like falling over to the floor. Like, I want them to react specifically to what's going on. And
I worry about that one so far. That the access into every building and then this thing, those are the two I feel the less
AI is going to be the hardest thing to
about.
Do. AI is going to be the hardest thing to do. But I want it to be like, if there's a cop chase, you know how there's random cop chases and shit like that. If there's a cop chase and it crashes, like everyone can like react to that, and be like, holy shit, what the fuck's going on there? And then maybe they all take out their phones, like something like that. Cool. Like that's how I full immersion. Full fucking immersion in this game. I know I have the highest expectations, so that I don't feel like there's any way that they can meet my expectations, but I'm still
going off of Red Dead 2. There's a lot of things that kind of already started the president in those things. Like when you react to like people, like when you shoot them in the leg, they will react. Granted, I know we want long-term reactions of like, oh, damn, like you actually shot me in the foot. Like, yeah, in Red Dead, they did react to like you hitting different body parts, but like, I totally agree with you. It should raise the bar, continues to raise that bar. And
mine is almost kind of like that. I want more, I guess, realistic, I guess, is kind of what I'm looking for. The cops. 1 star and they're shooting at you. Like it's not even a crime where I need to be shot. I need smarter cops, dude.
Yeah.
Like we
actually try to pull you over and shit like that. Yeah.
If I'm at like 3 stars, I've done some fucked up shit. Yeah, go on and shoot me. But like the 1 star where like I might fucking like knock someone over on accident in front of a cop, or you run and or like you'll love tap the cop car and he's like
right.
Yeah, he lights you up.
That'd be great if it was like they actually pull out like a taser for like 1 star to 2 stars and then 3 stars. When
like they do non-lethal until it gets to a certain area.
That'd be good.
Yeah,
that'd be really good.
Like 3 star. Once you hit 3 star, then do what you got to do. But up until then, I mean, come on, it's crazy.
I don't know how to word that.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. The one I would like to see, one of the things I'd like to see is, I'll write it down. I want to see permadeath NPCs. If there's a character that you don't like, or even if it's just an NPC character that has no interaction in the story, but it's just like they're in this area or they work at this store and they always like, you just don't like them and you off them, done. You won't ever see them again. Like I want,
I don't
because
know
like
if they'll do
the
that.
only thing makes me think like that is like when you were like they kind of tickled that fantasy with fantasy that's kind of dark, but they kind of tickled that idea with Red Dead 2. Once again, just basing it off their previous work. But when you would like, if say you would go through and ghost town a whole town, granted there would still be NPCs that come back and live in the town, but there will be like NPCs that react to you and going, "Oh, I remember what you did to my brother. I remember you did to the people in this town," and like that type of level of interactions. That does go with the AI, but I'm just saying it would be kind of interesting to see how the game would play around maybe a character that works in this area no longer being there anymore, or somebody new just taking this place. That's kind of more of a stretch, but I think it would be kind of cool in certain areas. Like say they have like a Hills Have Eyes area again or some shit like that out in the foresty areas, and there's just like a little village of people, and you could just off them or something, and then just never there ever again. Be dark, but it'd be like, hey, that's that next level immersion, you know?
Right.
All right. Do you want me to get the next one since we're kind of doing it like this way anyway?
Yeah, whatever you want. If you got,
all right, sure. Then we kind of, you said snake draft, right?
Well, snake draft would be Derek would be next.
Wouldn't I go twice and then?
No.
Just bouncing back and forth. Okay. All right. Derek, do you want to go then? If you have something else.
Yeah. So one of the things I liked, or not liked, but one of the things I want fixed is the online lobbies. Like how it was always kind of a pain in the butt to like get in your own private lobby with your friends. You know, it should just be way easier. But that's a lot of games. For some reason,
I feel
some
like
games just struggle with that.
Big it's gonna be, they're gonna make dedicated servers very accessible.
It needs to be easier.
Very
and like
accessible.
But like the other thing is like sometimes there would be like a weird glitching thing where I would make a private lobby because I'm in my moods where I want to play online with a bunch of other people, but sometimes I just want to do my own thing in the online world.
Right.
So I want to do it in a private lobby, but sometimes like a random person will pop up and I'm like, how?
That shit was crucial. Because like honestly, if you were to jump right now into GTA Online and try to do anything,
so hectic. Everyone has like all the best stuff, and
you're having the flying motorcycle rocket launcher in 5 seconds. And you're done. Yeah.
So I would like. I just want it to be easier to manage the online servers.
Okay. My next one is I know not going to happen, but that's what I expect. So I'm putting
all right. What's up? Hello?
Do Judy from Avatar, different hair, same name.
Wait, what?
What? When you kill someone, I mean. Judy!
Yeah. That's basically what would happen. But I'm like, even if that's the case, that's like still kind of like, hey, yeah, that one lady doesn't work here anymore. It's just someone who looks exactly like her.
Right.
All right,
it's like my mom used to work here before something tragic happened.
Oh no, that'd be crazy though. I'd be like,
that would be insane.
How insane that'd be. You have like a muffled picture from the surveillance.
Wait,
he kind of looks like this.
No, it's Adam's turn. No, it's your turn again.
Wait,
it's snake draft.
I mean, it doesn't really matter.
I'm so confused on this then.
Snake draft, it goes Derek, Adam, Todd, Adam, Derek, Adam.
Adam started first.
That's why I was saying I should have went again because I was the one that did start first.
Oh, Derek did throw the wrench in it. Sorry. I forgot about that.
That's my fault.
All right.
I forgot about that.
Want me to do one before going to you or just?
Just do it.
Just fucking say something now. Now I look like a jackass.
No, you don't. No, you don't. I screwed it up by telling Adam to go first.
All right. I'll do this. I want this one's gonna be so stupid, but I think it would be hilarious if there was just average jobs you can actually work in the game. Like say you had a goal to make so much money, you could go and work at the gas station or something.
Not gonna happen.
You don't think so? I feel like that could be a possibility.
That's not gonna happen.
And like you owe like the mission, like the main mission's like you owe $500,000, and then you could go the whole game doing that mission just by working an average
9 to 5.
That's insane.
You know how many streamers would be going for that achievement or something? They'd be like, all right, I'm gonna do it legally.
Yep.
That'd be so funny though.
It would be hilarious. And if that was part of the game, that would be amazing, but I really don't think that's
It's gonna
gonna
be
happen.
that layer of working in a virtual world. Like actually,
Yeah, no, who wants to do that?
I think it would just be funny to be in the game. And just
Sure,
kinda, like,
no, I
a little
agree.
immersive, you know?
I agree. I just really don't think that's gonna happen.
Okay. All right, so then Todd, you can go, and then we'll after you're done, you go again, then Derek, and then we'll actually get back into the snake draft since we
It kind of lines up with the average jobs, but I expect Sims level customization
as far as
everything. I like every GTA you have your own house. I want to be able to deconstruct that house and turn it into a fucking penthouse.
That's actually
if I
a great
want.
idea.
Yeah, so I want to be able to change stuff like that. I want to be able to, if I get this hideout, I can put different furniture in it, stuff like that. I want to be able to completely customize the inside of whatever the fuck I have going on
You
way.
can customize your clubhouse, but I'm sure you want more.
But
customization
it's
than
definitely
what
not
was
to the
offered.
Sims level, right?
Yeah.
Like you can like
That's what I'm saying. Like if I want to be like,
here.
you know what? Yeah, I got contractors coming in. We're demolishing this shit, and we're gonna put up a fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude, that'd
Yeah,
be
I want that.
insane. That'd be really cool though.
Yeah. And also, this is crazy, and I know they'll never do it. But again, going into that
is this
Sims
going to your
level
second
of
point?
customization, I guess, but it's like in that Sims level of customization, I want them to have kids in this game.
Okay.
Like, I know it's GTA.
Kid, like, in the game.
Yes, I want to be able to romance somebody and have a kid.
Oh yeah, that's not happening.
No, it's not, because you can't have kids
in
GTA. But like that's what I'm saying. I want that level of immersion to where I could just find a girl literally walking down the street and then start talking to her, and the way her AI works. Yes, exactly. Romance her,
but
just like Sims. If I'm compatible, if she likes me, maybe we go on a couple of fucking bowling
character
dates.
In here though is already in a relationship.
That's the thing people have been bringing up.
So
they were like, "Can you just cheat on her?"
Yeah. What the fuck?
I don't care. Her cheat on him and do vice versa.
Exactly. Yeah. If I'm playing her, like, let me go out and get some dick at the club, man. Like, who fucking cares?
You guys got I don't. This is why it was weird saying expectations. To expect that is crazy. I don't think you're gonna get that.
I told you, I have the fucking 10 penny tower tippy top of fucking expectations when it comes to this game.
I really don't think that's gonna happen.
You could if you have a regular job.
But also, I'm saying that these things aren't out of the realm of reality because of Sims. I'm basing this off of Sims. Like, sure. I want that fucking freedom and ability to do whatever the fuck you want with customization in this completely controllable game, to where, yes, like Adam said, I can walk into this building and interact with anybody I want, and then I can walk across the street and interact with anybody I want to. Like, I understand that's not a realistic expectation, but this game has been on the horizon for 15 years now.
Literally, with a huge ass team. It's not like no small team. It's not no ragtag team.
The triple A, they're making. I call me crazy. Rockstar might be almost worth $1 billion.
Oh, easily.
Yeah,
easily, way more than that.
With current day AI and all that stuff, there's no reason that this shouldn't be obtainable. And games are 250 gigs. Like,
saying 5 billion is what the AI on Google.
5 billion. Bruh, yeah, they can do some shit with this game.
If any company's really going to push the envelope, it should be Rockstar with the
absolutely.
Yeah. And the fact that Fable has it, I mean, come on. Old ass Fable.
That's what I'm saying. We did this.
You do it in Fable 1?
The stuff that they were doing on San Andreas on a PlayStation 2 disc, those things are fucking megabytes. Megabytes.
Right.
Come on, man.
I don't see it out the realm of possibility, honestly. But then they should also do what Fable 2 did, was getting STDs and shit too. Like,
yes,
I don't know.
Yes, absolutely.
Hey, real quick. I don't know where you're seeing 5. All I've seen is 20 plus.
Okay. It was the first thing that the Google AI, you know how it will answer sometimes? Bill. That makes more sense. But yeah, that Google AI can be a little finicky, so I don't 100% trust that.
There's a bunch of different links all saying like 22 bill.
honestly, it makes sense though, because these titles are insanely huge. But like,
Well,
I
yeah.
agree. Like,
they'll
get
make
STD in the
2
game.
billion
Like,
off of one game, So
This
like when you
game
add all the online
again.
shit.
This another thing I expect is this
whoa,
game.
you going threes?
I'm sorry, but this game is going to make people money. Like I've said that before.
Oh, okay.
This game is going to have some form of like NFTs or whatever it is, or like my account is going to have access to this super groovy couch in my fucking apartment that no one else has access to. So I'm going to sell it now in the game to another person for real money. That's more so on like the online side of it, but you know what I mean? Like it's going to be like Fortnite skins and stuff like that. And you can only get this for a certain amount of time. And now you're going to be able to transfer that to somebody else's account for in-game money, which will probably be able to be turned into real money. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Tangible.
And
Okay, I was right. Damn it.
Yeah.
I should have just went with it.
All right, yeah, I'll take a break. You guys say some shit. I expect the fucking world from this.
I think regardless, there's technically ways people are going to be able to get money from this, even if it's by selling your account or whatever. But are you just talking about like something you can actually do in the game?
Yeah, something
like
you can do in the game. Like I can play this game for 8 hours to get a certain token, and I'll be able to sell that token to somebody for $20.
Okay, or somebody be like, hey, he's got the fastest car in the game. I really need to get to the other side of the map. I'll pay him I'll cash app him $5.
Sure, yeah, maybe you could legit run a fucking Uber service. Like drive around town.
That would be insane.
Uber service, get in $5. I'll get you over there. Like on my flying motorcycle, you'll get there. You know what I'm saying?
I hope they don't add the crazy, outrageous vehicles like that. But I feel like it's too lucrative for them not to. But who knows? But I could, yeah.
It would be cool if you had someone that was like, oh, I'll charge you this much to get you from point A to point B, but it's only because I can guarantee that I'm the best GTA driver and I'm not going to get in a single accident or some shit. You know,
he actually has like a Yelp review score on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then like you leave reviews like, hey, he's actually really fucking good.
That'd be insane.
You could like check their ratings.
That goes into the role playing aspect of online.
That would be way too intricate though.
Yeah.
Because then that would mean that the online experience would lack like fast travel and stuff like that. But I could see that being for the
does the online have fast travel? I don't think it does.
Well, in Red Dead 2, you do. I don't know about. It's been a while since I played GTA 5.
I haven't played GTA Online at all. That did not.
Oh, I played GTA 5 online. I don't remember.
I literally got through
travel. I mean, there might be
tutorial to get to the open world part, and after I got to the open world part, I was like, all right, cool. It turned off.
It was fun. We used to just go on and do heists and shit. It was fun.
Yeah. All right, Derek, you got something?
I only have one more thing.
Okay.
And it has to do with the online groups and stuff with doing shit with your friends.
Okay.
In this last one, you can either do like you can be like a corporate dude, like in a building, a high up tower or whatever, and just accumulate money doing whatever business. Or you can be like a biker gang, and you can have your own little hideout. I want them to do everything from all of them. Like if I want to be in a street gang, my guy can be part of a street gang online,
Yeah.
And you can create that street gang. And so it's like kind of exactly what Todd was saying almost with the customization of the hideouts. But I want like there to be more options than just like, oh, just business or like corporate dude or biker gang. I want more groups, different kind of people to like different clans that you can make, that would make sense. I don't know how you would word that.
Gang and organization access for guilds and clans.
I guess something like that. Like just done a little bit better.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I get that. That's something they kind of already have done, so I don't see why they wouldn't take that away. But
I'm saying
get
to
what
like double down on like
give
more options. Yeah,
absolutely. Like to manage it like your gang or guild.
Mm-hmm. Because like in I mean, you kind of did have a leader, but he would just I don't know. I just want it to be a little more intricate, the organizations.
Drug dealer is a job. This kind of is going to be stepping on the Schedule 1.
Schedule 1, yeah.
Like you can actually grow and operate that way. I'm even talking like in the base story. Like if that's the way you want to go for getting your money and whatnot, that's something extra you can do. And have like a hideout you buy and manage your product. Go the full. They should not hide from any of that. They should just go full force. It's Schedule 1 is a great example of like it being successful. He's got to remember this game. They got to, it's not going to happen, but it's got to be, rated M for mature, and it's going to have all these themes and stuff. I'm sure a lot of kids are still going to end up playing it. But
oh yeah, no, but I think that would be dope to be able to. Yep, I'm a coke dealer. That's just what I do. I'm in Vice City, making all my money at the clubs, just selling a bunch of coke. Like that'd be dope.
Right. So yeah, that was definitely something especially with Schedule 1 popping
fantasy.
up. Yeah, literally, like be able to do that even within this like side events or whatever, however you want to get your bag in this game. I feel like should be damn near achievable.
Yeah,
because they're going to be running a social media thing too, so you probably can also make money from that. I'm guessing being an influencer.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Let me fucking put it on there.
That's not gonna happen.
You don't think so?
No, I really don't. We'll see though.
I only have
an influencer. That's
I'm doing all the average job drug dealer influencer. I think that'd be kind of crazy. Like you'd play the game like I need to make sure I make some viral clips so I can get paid out. Like that's crazy. Like that would be kind of funny though. Like you'd be seeing some people doing some really dumb shit just to like, okay, the game likes it when you do this, or when there's a person on fire, they eat it up. It's like, but I can't post that on this website. I got to post it on this other website.
Okay, that's not gonna happen. None of that's gonna happen, man.
It's a little more in depth. Okay.
I don't even think the drug dealer thing is gonna happen, but that would be really cool.
Derek, you're crazy.
No,
my last expectation, and no one has one,
I'm out.
my last expectation is just for it to be complete.
Well, that goes without being said. We all want that.
No, I don't think it does. Especially when it comes to the online.
You're gonna have to, okay.
I feel like they're gonna be like, oh, here's the game, and then don't worry, I know you guys like heists, so those are gonna be coming out in a couple of months.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
I expect it to be complete. Everything that that kind of goes into the zero regression, but all of the shit that we have been able to do to this point, all of the shit that we have known and loved about Grand Theft Auto, about online, all that stuff. I know they're trying to go really heavy into the role play stuff, but specifically with the game itself, I expect it to be complete. I don't want them to be like, okay, here's the game in 2026, and then we have plans to release this and this in the fall, like phase 1 of this year, phase 2. Like, no, give me the full game at launch.
Okay, that's fair.
And yeah,
you already know that one.
Yeah,
you already know that one for me. Definitely am very worried about that one, but it still could happen. Maybe, like I said, maybe that's the reason it got postponed. I really hope so. I feel like there's no world where I see that that's the move, especially nowadays, especially with so many people on PC now too. You're alienating such a huge community, but who knows? Oh yeah. Full on weapon customization was another one for me.
Oh yeah.
They can do a weapon attachments and stuff. Like that's something I don't think GTA has really explored. Maybe like a little, but like
yeah, they do. You can get attachments, but they would be like, do you want to? Is it going to be black, SWAT blue, hot pink, or gold?
Right.
Like that's it. Like I want, give me more.
Silencer, extended mags.
Yeah, they have those. They have that. You can get.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Mags, yeah.
Okay, but I mean, like, let's get a little more, I suppose, right?
Sure.
Get some more bells and whistles. I'm sure the microtransactions are going to go insane.
That, Oh, not overpriced.
That's good one.
Something reasonable.
Yeah.
Price.
Is it reasonably priced?
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't know if I spelled that right. Is that right? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's all I got, though.
I agree on that. Reasonably priced. I feel like I had another one. I just don't remember what it was. But these are all really good. Good expectations to have, I think, going into it.
I think a lot of them aren't going to happen.
But I think like all of mine aren't out of the realm of reality, though.
Right. I mean, hey, if like
some of these are out of the realm
of mine.
Having a kid, that's not happening.
Okay,
you really
that
don't
one,
think so?
That one was a stretch. That one was a stretch. I'll give you that.
That's not happening. That's not.
That's not. I said that going into that because of the way GTA is. Kids will never be in that game.
No,
but that would be awesome if.
But unless like the kids like glued
down
to
the
your
boardwalk.
house location, like they can't leave your home.
I thought of that too, but like that's having a home is so. I mean, it depends on how they go with the story because.
You're right. Yeah, you just broke in and killed everybody.
Right, exactly. So it's like you can have your safe house online, but that's only online. So
right. Okay.
But I can see that if you're playing online, that's the only way I can see it. Like, no, because how are you gonna run someone online? I don't think it's gonna happen.
I feel like being reasonably priced is the most out of reach expectation. It's so foul because it's possibly very true because Rockstar is many things, and they are great in a lot of things, but they're also really good at screwing people too.
I will say I'm comfortable with it being 80.
Oh, absolutely. I think that's
absolutely comfortable with that.
My line is if it's anything over 100, I think is crazy for the base game.
I think even if it's 99.99 is crazy.
I do think that's crazy, but I think they
can hearing that for a game without any extra like.
If it's everything like this though, or most of it,
dude, if you can do all this, that's worth over $100.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so like it would have to be like this level. Like if it's this level, I could see 100.
But all of this stuff, if it has all this, that's making the perfect game, and it's not going to be the perfect game because that'll never exist. It won't.
Yeah, dude. It's gonna be so weird when this actually launches and comes out because I know we have our expectations. You know what's crazy is our expectations. I bet you are light compared to everyone else. I know Kai. I think Kai was doing his own expectations. I don't know exactly what he said, but I feel like a lot of people have.
I think Kai said he wants to have a kid, and he did mention something about STD. So I thought that was funny.
I'm just like, if Fable 2 got that,
Fable 2 did the STDs. Yep,
they did the STDs and kids. So it's like, hey, there's games that've done it before.
But
what's to stop GTA from doing it?
Fable's.
I mean, there's games back in the day where you could be selling drugs too. Did you ever play Narc on the PS2?
No.
You were playing as like a dirty cop, and you could arrest people and take their drugs and like sell it to other people, or you could turn it in for like or you could turn it in for like evidence, and you got more either street cred or red with it. I actually really like that game. Narc is.
This reminds me of like true crime, but definitely different.
Yeah.
Is that all the expectations
for me? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I feel like some of the expectations kind of go without saying because I feel like we're just comfortable with like releasing in 2026.
Right.
I don't think that needs to be said. I really do think they're gonna stick with this. I mean, maybe I might be delusional, but because the fact that they actually gave us an actual date, easy thing to break, but it's just that shows a lot of commitment actually nailing down a date. So who knows? Hopefully. And if it does get pushed back again, I can only see it maybe getting pushed back a couple months, not out of the year.
Sure. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
All
right, we'll wrap this up. That was our expectations. If you guys watch this and you see anything that you agree with, disagree with, or have your own expectations you think should have been on there, let us know in the comments. And we'll get back to you guys if we get a lot of them, and we can let you guys know how we're feeling and what we think else will be involved and won't be involved. And Todd just sent the picture of Narc. I remember that case. I remember you having that case.
Yeah, that game was fire.
Oh wow,
Played the
yeah.
fuck out of it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm your mama.
I feel like I've watched you play that. Another game I feel like maybe.
Probably.
Were you just singing Pusher, man?
Yeah, that's the song from. I mean, it's not from that game, but it's in that game. That's how I know that game.
That's a good.
Or that's how I know that song.
That's a good song.
It is a good song.
Oh, it was
pushing me.
Yeah. All right. Yep. All right. So I'm gonna unshare my screen and we can move on to our music topic. I know Derek's itching for that one. I'm joking.
I'm joking.
All right, let's get into music. Here we go.
So,
yeah.
This morning, or probably late last night,
Right. Either or.
Kanye West dropped HH. And
What does that stand for?
Yeah, Derek, care to share?
that's something it's not a bad thing to say, right? I don't know.
He questioned it.
That's not a bad thing to say, he says.
9, Derek.
Oh,
9.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, he's
We can keep it to HH. I feel like that's fine.
yeah, he's like gone full blown Nazi man. I don't know why he's doing what he's doing. The thing that I thought was hilarious in the song was when he said they don't like they're misinterpreting my tweets, and it's like your tweets just say
Pretty direct.
it's pretty direct. It's, I'm a Nazi now. I did inappropriate things with my cousin. Yay, Hitler.
I already forgot about it. Isn't that crazy? He was already saying that outlandish stuff.
And it's like, okay, so like, how else is that supposed to be interpreted?
Yeah.
What is I'm a Nazi? What could you possibly mean aside from I'm a Nazi? Nothing. He's being a fucking idiot. And it hurts me to say that because he was one of my favorite artists, man. He is so cool. And he is so fucking dumb right now.
I got a legit question for you guys.
Yeah.
When I watched, because I watched the music video for that.
Yeah.
First thing that popped in my mind was how much money did he pay these guys to stand there saying that? And then second, how much money would how much money would it take for you
to be in a video?
To be in that video saying that?
I don't know. That's a crazy one.
I'm not gonna say.
I mean,
I feel like it's crazy. Like,
but like, okay, but what's
clearly.
so wrong with just being like, it was a job. I just had to say some stupid shit.
Right. That's how I would look at it. But granted,
exactly how I couldn't pick out any of those people in a crowd right now.
True. But
so I'm taking the bag.
Okay,
yeah.
All right. But
doesn't have to be a big one.
There's a small chance that somebody could pick you out and be like, there it is.
Cool. And I'll be like, look at the money I got from it.
Right, but that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. So like, what is the line? Because if someone said, hey, if you sit in this video and say this and I give you $20, will you do it? Probably not.
How long do I need to stand there?
Todd.
$20 to shoot a music video. However long it takes to shoot.
No, that's not enough time. My time's that's less than $20 an hour.
Right.
Okay, right. So that's what he's asking.
Yeah.
What's your line? You're freezing up.
No, I just
no.
No, you're okay. Never mind. No,
for
your
you,
screen
maybe.
looked. Yeah.
Fine. Yeah.
No, his head was like tilted. You know, you definitely froze on my end.
Gotcha.
Yeah. How long is the music video? Or like, how long do I have to do that? Like that seemed like it was in one take. It couldn't have taken that long.
Yeah. Probably.
Honestly, because I don't feel any ill will towards any of these people. Like they were just
no. Of course
that's what I'm saying. Like I would take it like it's a regular job.
Like
give me a couple $100. I'll stand there for an hour.
That's fair. Yeah,
I think it's a little more detrimental for Derek and I to be in that because they also had another word.
Yeah, that one I might not be able to put a price on.
I think they'll pick the white person out of the crowd pretty easily.
I was like, hey man,
who is this person?
I don't think I could take that job, brother. But yeah, no. Here's the other thing: is that it was a bad song. I was worried because I think he's still really good at making music, and I was like, I went into it. Yes, and I went into the song really worried that I was gonna like it, and I think it's a very fucking terrible song. Now, that's not to say that I'm not gonna listen to the album whenever it drops. If it drops and I have access to it, I'm gonna listen to the whole thing. And if there's a good song on there, I might only be able to tell a couple people that I like it and move on. But
Here's a zesty take: is I actually think the song's tune, outside of the lyrics, was pretty catchy.
I think his auto
I think he
tune or whatever
wasted
was
an
too high
opportunity to
pitched.
do something really cool.
Sure, that's fine.
Because I could see that song carrying some weight and be like,
The words ruin it, and then to have Hitler,
Right.
like an audio clip of Hitler at the end, that was the most insane move for a song I've ever heard. Like, what
you know
are you
what I
doing?
thought? I was like, what if this whole time Kanye was just confusing Hitler with Charlie Chaplin? He's like, why do people hate this guy? He's hilarious.
Nah, he's been talking about
No,
Jewish people. He knows
obviously I know he
exactly.
knows who. Yeah, it would just be funny
Yeah,
if that was
man.
like his whole, like if he just didn't know, but clearly he does.
Yeah. No, it's just the lyrics are bad. He's like I don't like the way he was super like high pitched the whole fucking
Oh,
song
yeah.
or majority
He
of
just
it.
mix it up. Yeah,
I didn't like it.
it's a poopity scoop song.
Kind of.
It's I think he took a initiative on making what could be a cool beat, which mixed with some cool lyrics, and just shit on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a poopity scoop, scoopity poop.
Well,
Although there I am singing it. Poopity. Now I'm not going to be singing the other one, but let's say poopity scoop.
yeah. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about the Kanye song. Anyone else? No, we good?
No,
Move on.
good. We can move on.
Moving on.
We get to move on to the music that we recommended.
Yay.
And you want to describe what we do, Derek?
All right. So every week we give each other one song to listen to. I'll give a song for both of them to listen to. Adam gives it for me and Todd. Todd gives a song for me and Adam to listen to. We get the week, listen to it a few times, make a judgment on it, see how we feel about it, see if it's something we're going to add to our own personal playlist, something we'll continue to listen to, or something that's just not for us and to move forward from. And we talk about it here, and we also take recommendations. If anybody wants to hear us or see what we have to say about a song that they like, put it in the comments, and we would love to check it out and let you know how we feel about it. So with that being said, I will start this off with, are we just going with one song and we were all talking about it?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first thing on mine is Feel Nothing by The Plot in You, a song recommended by Todd. Adam, did you want to go first?
Okay. Yeah, you can go.
It wasn't my favorite song. I liked the chorus, and it just felt to me like they had a chorus and they were like, we like the way this sounds, and they wanted to build a song around it, and they didn't have anything, so they just kind of like chat GPT'd other lyrics to go around this chorus that they had. I didn't feel the song aside from just the chorus whenever it played for me, and I apologize to the people that probably busted their ass to write that song, but it just wasn't my style.
I agree with you on, I feel like they built the song around the chorus because the chorus is really good. I really like the chorus, but I also really like the rest of the song. So I thought the song was a hit for me. It's funny because like Amanda, she was watching this or watching Todd recommend the song from last week's episode. And she was like, I have that song on my playlist. So I was like, hey, that's what's up.
That's cool.
So yeah, I did enjoy the song, but the chorus is really good. And I could see them totally building the rest of the song around the chorus, but I really did enjoy it. All right.
Then the next one was from me, a work of art by Ice 9 Kills. What did you all think of that one?
That was made specifically for, it seems like it was, right? Terrifier? Like
Yeah,
the music video.
like that was.
I watched the music
So I
video.
didn't watch the music video, but they reference Art the Clown quite a few times.
So the song was all right. I wasn't blown away by it. It gave off, what was it, like wrestling music vibes for me. Like when I was listening, I was like, I could totally see this being a wrestler's like intro song or like part of it, intro song for a wrestler or a SmackDown versus Raw type game.
Yeah.
But it wasn't too bad. But it did give me like reminiscing of nostalgia is what I felt from listening to it.
Okay.
It was good, and then it wasn't good, and then it was good again. I liked some of it, but then there are times when it felt like one of those other bands you recommended to where they were just like fucking throwing in any random sound.
There is that part in the middle of it. I'm not the biggest fan of that part either.
I watched the music video, so it like made sense why they were putting those sounds in there because he was doing stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, and he even does the honk with the horn. So.
Yeah, after that,
so like all of that stuff, I was like, oh
down,
my god, like
yeah,
that stuff is a little too much.
I didn't know that was in court. Like I was thinking about that too when I was listening to it. I was like, I wonder if like all this extra stuff is added in the bass song.
It is.
I feel like that's not a good idea, but
because it was like what is going on.
Kind of ruins the flow of it unless you're watching the music video.
I completely agree with that.
It's kind of cool to know that was like. I was curious about it, so I got the verification.
So the thing that's interesting about that band, I mean, I don't know about all their stuff, but I know that they're very into, at least with some of the things that I've seen. Well, no, super into horror, but like their music videos.
Okay. Yeah, it was like had its own story, but then again, I thought that was more so because of Terrifier.
There's like a multiple part like series of songs that are just extended music videos, and you like watch them in order. Like maybe like 4 or 5 of them, possibly even 6. And it just tells a story. I watched most of them or half of them. I don't remember. It was a while ago. So yeah, and then last was Idea by, is it pronounced Taman? This one was a K-pop song. Correct?
Yep.
It was recommended by Adam. I liked it. It sounded like an anime outro.
Okay.
Yeah,
I got definitely sounded anime to me. I forgot it was K-pop until I was like halfway through it. I was kind of zoning out listening to it on the way home from work, and I was like, oh shit, he's not singing English. And then I was like, oh yeah, Adam mentioned this was K-pop. And then as I was listening to it, I was like, yeah, I feel like I'm watching the credits roll and I'm seeing like the sun off in the distance, you know?
That is weird. That's exactly what I saw too. Like I'm listening to it and I'm just looking at a fake scroll of credits going down.
When I heard this song, the song I drew comparisons to was what's that song by Ludacris and Nicki? Is it Nicki Minaj? Or no, is it Usher and Nicki Minaj? Monster? Is it or
Kanye?
No,
a song called Monster with Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, I'm a motherfucking monster.
No, it's not that one. I already forgot the name. Damn it. I'm gonna have to come back to you guys on that.
Okay.
Wait, I can be your
I can be your hero.
I was like, that's none of those people.
Isn't I Can Be Your Monster? Is that a song they have?
I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know if it is.
No. Damn it. I'm gonna have to find it later and send it to you guys. But that's the kind of vibes I got from it.
Okay.
But yeah, I like that song a lot though. But yeah, you guys liked it?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was fun.
Right on.
So I will say that for me, because like I said, I'm putting those. I don't know if you guys care to know if I'm keeping it or getting rid of it from my playlist of the songs that we do here. But I didn't mind Idea, but I'm not gonna keep it on there.
Lil Freak is the song.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. I forgot it. I forgot that song. That's crazy. Yeah, no, I don't think I'm gonna keep either one of these on the playlist, though. Unfortunately,
Fair enough.
After listening to it a bunch of times this week, I realized what this song reminds me of. The Feel Nothing by The Plot in You. It reminds me of fucking 30 Seconds to Mars.
That's fair.
It's very much fucking
that
like
chorus and whatnot,
the kill, like
yeah.
I felt like I was like, that's why I like this. It's scratching that like emo itch right there. Like, yeah.
It's funny because
And
like
it's
the
very
song that was recommended,
Yes.
the song that was recommended after, granted it's a song I've listened to before, which is AFI's Silver and Cold, was like the next song that was going to come up. And I was like, that checks out.
Man, it's a good song.
That's a greater music video.
One of the best music videos.
All right. So with that being said, you guys want to move on to our new recommendations for the
Sure.
next week? And if anybody in the comments watching wants to drop what the music recommendation, that we can come back to you guys next week and let you know what we thought about it. And if we edit it to our playlist. I do got to make a playlist based off the song, so I like what
I started it late, so I got to go back in our backlog and look at all the ones that we've recommended, because there are some that I want to throw on there from before.
All right. So
So my song that I want you guys to listen to is called "Sunny Days." Days is DAYZ.
AYZ. Okay.
By Key Glock.
I think I know Key Glock. Wait, maybe. I think I might be thinking of somebody else. But okay. Maybe I do know him. It is a rapper. Okay, that is right. Yeah. That's what I thought it was. But I was like, maybe Derek's talking like some band or whatever. But
no.
Is it on his new album?
It's on the Glockavelli album that just came out. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard it. I couldn't tell you which one it is, but I've listened to that.
Listen to the whole album. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want me to pick something else?
No. I'll figure out which one it is and tell you if I liked it or not. But no, I fucks with some Key Glock. So.
Oh yeah, I know his song "Doe." I don't know if you've heard his song "Doe" before.
Maybe.
I'm sure you've heard Mr. Glock. It was trending on. I'll get bag after bag after bag.
Oh, that's that dude. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, I do know that song. All right. Got Derek's. Todd, you want to put yours in there? Or?
Yeah, it's On and On.
On and On?
On and On.
Okay.
By Shaheen.
Okay. I'm going to need the help on that one.
SHY.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. Yeah, SHYHEIM.
Okay. All right, and the one I have, hopefully you guys haven't heard it, but it's something Amanda actually showed me, and I was like, this is a funky one. So it's going to be a little oddball sent to you guys. Make sure it's the song's Gnarly by Cat's Eye. Okay.
Does that sound familiar?
I feel like if anybody were to know, it would be Todd. So I'm hoping he doesn't, but we'll see.
Right on.
Yep. All right. Make sure I spelled it right because it's Cat's Eye with a K. And it's all together. But Gnarly, Gnarly.
I do not know this song.
You start listening to it?
I just listened to the first 10 seconds. Yeah,
it's an oddball. Yeah. I'm kind of curious if you guys are like an oddball that you dig or how you feel about it.
Heard that.
Yeah, I definitely don't know that song.
Yeah, just listen to the rest of it when you get a chance, obviously. But yeah, we'll get back to it.
We'll do.
Hell yeah. I think that's all I got for today, fellers.
Same.
All
right.
You want to roll out the outro? Look at that. We almost hit 2 hours. It's been
a while since we've had that long one. Hey, if you guys have been here this whole time, thanks for sticking around for a longer episode. You guys can find us on YouTube, Twitter, X, TikTok, anywhere else, Adam?
Instagram,
yeah.
Twitch.
All those things. You can find us on all those. Please like and subscribe if you were vibing with what we put out today.
Yeah, drop kick that like that goblin in Lord of the Rings out of that tower.
That's right. That's one of the best drop kicks of all time.
It really is. Starting next week, our tier list of drop kicks now.
No, we will be back next week though. Love to see you guys then. Again, we mean the world to us that you guys are here watching now. We love you all, and we hope you guys have a good night. Thanks for sticking around, and have a good week.